Now we're gonna get into the we're gonna get to the next segment now. We're gonna do a segment about DAW user stereotyping. This is gonna be a lot of jokey jokes here. About to get so mad. Just remember, it's all in fun. It's all in good fun. So idea of this here basically started with me roasting FL Studio users. And essentially, my joke was that now if you use FL Studio, you're not automatically stupid, but if you are stupid and use a DAW, it's most likely FL Studio. Now, if you use FL Studio, there's a chance that you may not understand what I'm saying. This may be a little bit difficult for you to grasp what I'm saying right now. Now, these are not in order, okay? The top is not the best and the bottom is not the worst. I'm not sure which one of these you would want to be, really. Maybe Burial. That's probably the only one here I'd probably want to be personally. We're gonna start off with FL Studio. To be fair, there's a good chance I probably have some autism. I've diagnosed OCD and ADHD. So FL Studio, it's gonna go in the stupid / jock / anything category. Now, there's a lot to say about potential FL Studio users. If you're stupid and you use a DAW, there's a very high chance it's going to be FL Studio. But FL Studio is also one of the most popular DAWs. Now, that's not the reason why. That's not the reason why. Yes, almost everyone uses FL Studio. But it also appeals to meatheads, too, for some reason. I also feel like FL Studio has one of the widest demographics. It's very hard to stereotype FL Studio users other than them potentially being stupid. Most people are stupid, yes, but FL Studio users are on average stupider. So basically, you could also be a child too. There's a good chance you're probably also a child. But yeah, so you're a child, you're stupid, or you're a jock, or you're something else. That's FL Studio there. Now, next on the list here, we got Ableton. What do you guys think Ableton would be on this list here? Where would Ableton go, guys? Let me know in the chat. Chat's gonna get very butthurt. People are gonna get very butthurt with this list here. Like I said, we're not ranking them here. We're not ranking them. We're just bullying people, actually. We're really just bullying people, but it's all in good fun. Where would Ableton go? Nope, it's not the autism, guys. It's actually hipster / rich. Ableton is for hipsters, for sure. Especially like way back when. But it's been for hipsters for the longest time, right? You definitely wear glasses if you are an Ableton user. And you don't need the glasses. You don't need glasses, but you probably wear the glasses. Maybe they're blue light glasses. Maybe you just wear them for style. You also definitely, honestly, this is not even a maybe. You definitely have indoor plants, and they're definitely not real. They're definitely not real, and you have them on your desk probably. And you also, this is not really even derogatory, but you probably make electronic music or bass music or some trash. All right, next we got bitwig. Where do you guys think this one's gonna go? Where do you guys think bitwig is gonna go? No. Nah, see, you guys are wrong. No, it's not autism. Close though. It could potentially be. It's actually hipster / rich. Probably a barista. True. I didn't think of that one. Please shut up. They're not quite there, but they're even more hipster, okay? They're basically Ableton users that are they've taken it to the next level. They like Ableton, but they're trying to take it to the next level. These people are actually too hip to even wear glasses that they don't need. Now, these people most likely do not have girlfriends. You most likely do not have a girlfriend if you're Bitwig. In fact, you probably have never had a girlfriend if you use Bitwig. In fact, I'm gonna go even harder. I'm gonna take it a step further here. You most likely don't even release music if you use Bitwig. All you do is sound design. All you do is you do sound design and modulate in Bitwig. You don't even release music. I don't even know anybody that's released music using Bitwig. There ain't a soul. There is not a soul. All right, next we got SoundForge. This one's pretty simple here. There's nowhere else this could go. Burial. It's Burial. There's nowhere else that this could go other than Burial, okay? Because he's the only person on the planet that has used Burial. I mean, sorry, that has used SoundForge. That has used There is not a soul in the eternity of time that has ever used SoundForge besides Burial. I didn't even know what SoundForge was until I've heard his music and I've like watched a few interviews from him. Right? The only other people that have ever used SoundForge were people trying to copy him, essentially. Now, Reaper. Now, this is the one that's going to piss people off the most. The absolute most, dude. People will not be able to handle this one, bro. Where do you think Reaper is going to go here? Yep, I'm already seeing the answer here, bro. I'm seeing, yeah. Autism / OCD, not derogatory. Yep, Reaper, I'm sorry. Well, no, you're not going to jail. But technically, this almost could have gone in Please Shut Up, right? I was very close to putting it in Please Shut Up. Because, and you know why. You know why Reaper users would get the please shut up thing. If you use Reaper, you never shut the fuck up about using Reaper, all right? I would like to put them here, but I think they edge it out a little more in the autism/OCD category. Now, the reason I've been able to determine this is actually due to the response I see when making a joke about Reaper. For some reason, Reaper people, a majority of the time, if you joke about Reaper, they get fucking mad as fuck, more than any other DAW users, right? And that for me, that's a very strong, I'm not a doctor, but that's a very strong symptom of autism, not being able to determine a joke, right? And there's just a very like OCD, very behavior that I notice within Reaper users. Like it's very obsessive the way you can customize it. Okay, next we have tracker users. Now, this one, if I could put more categories, I would, but I can't. I can only put 10, right? Where do you guys think tracker users go? For anybody who's not aware what a tracker software is, it's this. This is what people that use tracker softwares are using. This is what they're using to make music, essentially. It is the least attractive thing for making music possible. This is what people accuse Ableton of being. You know, they accuse Ableton of being like an Excel spreadsheet. This also goes in the autism category. I'm sorry to say it. It also goes in the autism category. And there's no shade directed towards this, but there's something different about you. If you see that software and you're like, I want to make music in that, there's something different about you. All right. There's something different about you. And honestly, if you use Tracker to make music still to this point, to this day, I am genuinely terrified of you. I'm genuinely terrified of you. Seriously. I do not want to be friends with you because I'm afraid one day you're gonna kill me, basically. I'm afraid you're gonna kill me one day. You know, Reaper users, I think that's a less terrifying. That's less terrifying for sure. There's too much. I gotta fix the delay on this.
What DAW you use again, okay. Weaver?
I use
the
Ableton.
Firmware?
No, I don't use a Kai firmware. I use Ableton. But I have used Reason in the past, like a lot. Okay, anyways, let's see. Next, Studio One. Now this one, Studio One was a hard one for me to categorize here. I wasn't really sure because I'm like, no, they don't fit in the autism category, not the hipster rich category. I mean, you know, I don't even think this is kind of a roast here, but I don't even think they're diverse. Like, I don't even think they have enough people in order to be in the same category as FL Studio, right? Yes, I've used Reason in the past. That's why there's probably part of the reason that I am the way I am, dude. Yes, hit the like button, guys. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Hemingway. Sorry, I forgot to thank you. Sorry, I'm like locked in here, bro. Okay, so where could Studio One go? No, see, no one uses it. It's not quite that bad. It's not quite that dire. Their situation is not so dire that no one uses it. It is the please shut up category. The please shut up category, because people, yes, it is shut up. And the reason why is because every time I've encountered a Studio One user, right? Now, to be fair, it's not very often that I encounter a Studio One user, but when I have, they always talk about how fucking great Studio One is, and I want them to shut the fuck up. I really want them to shut the fuck up. So they go to the please shut up category. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're the only one I think that is in that category. Now, Acid Pro. Where could Acid Pro possibly go, guys? Where could Acid Pro go? I mean, there's only one spot on here it possibly could go, and that's the DJ Payne category, because why the fuck does DJ Payne use Acid Pro, bro? What the hell, bro? I haven't heard about this software in so fucking long, dude. I remember when I first started using DAWs, I actually ended up going with Reason at the time, but I remember Acid was one of the ones that I also had heard of, and I was like, that sounds cool, bro. Acid's cool. You know, maybe that's a cool software. And I'm so fucking glad I didn't go with that, because I feel like there's no way that shit aged well. Hold on, let me look at it real quick here. Acid Pro. I haven't seen it in a long time, so this is going to be a shock to me right now. Oh, hey, you know what? This looks a lot more modern than I thought it did, actually. Nobody knows about Acid, though. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know it's this, like, normal looking at this point. It looks kind of like Sony Vegas or something, actually. See, that's how little people use Acid Pro, the software. Like, I didn't even fucking know that people were using it, bro. Like, shit. I thought it looked more like Audacity, to be honest, at this point. All right, let's see. All right, the next here we have Reason. Now, a Reason user. What is it about Reason users? Well, they're definitely in some sort of denial, in my opinion. Where would this go? They're definitely in some sort of denial, I think. they're definitely severely depressed. If you use Reason, you're severely depressed. I'm not sure if it's because of Reason. Like, is it the chicken or the egg, right? Are you depressed because you use Reason, or are you using Reason because you're depressed? Which way is it? I'm not 100% certain. No, they go in the no internet category, because I think people that use Reason do not have internet. They're not aware what's going on in the outside world. For anybody who doesn't know what Reason looks like, here, let me show you. It's pretty dire, bro. Reason is dope. Reason is dope. But you're definitely depressed if you use Reason. And I think, honestly, I kind of think it's because you're using Reason. You're depressed because you're using Reason, you know? For anybody who's unaware what Reason looks like, to be fair, this is what happens when you press the tab button, okay? So it doesn't always look like this. But this is what it generally looks like. It looks, look this right here. It looks like this. Yes, you're out in the middle of nowhere if you're using Reason, bro. And also, you're not okay. You're not okay if you're using Reason, man. There's no way you're okay if you're using this software, man. This has got to be fucking your brain up in some degree. This is very overwhelming. Now, that's part of the reason. Yes, it is very cluttered. So when I was first using it, you could not use VSTs in it, you know? And at a certain point, I was just like, okay, I need VST plugins. I'm hearing all these great things about VST plugins. They're changing the world out there. You know, maybe my music could be amazing. You had a pirated copy? I did not have a pirated copy. I actually paid for it. That's why I'm like, okay, you know, I think people should be allowed to pirate DAWs until they're sure they want to use it, because I invested in a copy of Reason. Because they're like, it's basically like impossible to like pirate anything above like version 4 or 5 or something like that. So I invested like thousands of dollars like using Reason from like version like 4 all the way to like fucking 10 or some shit. And so I've wasted thousands of dollars on this software. Honestly, I don't even think Reason is that bad though. Like, it's just the workflow is fucking terrible, bro. It's like so out of date, bro. The workflow is fucking terrible. Dude, you got energy today? No, I'm honestly just like, I'm prepared. I'm honestly just prepared for once. But yeah, if you press tab, this is what it looks like when you flip around Reason. Look at the back of that. It's fucking disgusting. It's just like, it's like if you want to simulate using hardware, except it doesn't really sound like hardware. It sounds all right still, but it's a nightmare. It's basically a nightmare. I'm almost positive people use Reason suffer from constant nightmares. They're not happy. Okay, now where would Logic go here? Where can Logic go here? Actually, I don't know if I made a category for Logic here. You guys may have to help me. You guys may have to help me here with this one. I don't even know if they're hipsters, bro. Maybe rich. Maybe it could go under rich. They're not hipsters, though. They're not hipsters, but they are rich. I will say that. I think, well, yeah. We'll say hipster / rich, but they're going to be at the tail end of it there, because I think they're just rich. I don't think you're really a hipster if you use Logic. Now, like I said, I don't know much about Logic, but I know the people that are using it are lacking it. They're lacking Logic. Sorry. I'm sorry to tell you this. They're lacking Logic, but they're not lacking in money, because they are willing to buy a software that's exclusive for Mac only. Macs cost money, people. Yes, Macs cost money. Now, why would you pick a DAW that only works on a Mac? You're rich. You're rich. Like, or you spent all your money on the Mac and you're not rich anymore, but you were rich at one point. Pro Tools. Where could Pro Tools go here, guys? This is a tough choice here, bro. Pro Tools could go anywhere on here, man. Not quite autism / OCD. Not quite. Don't think DJ Pain or Barry will ever use Pro Tools. People do use it. People do use it. Not as many as used to. Not Jail. It's not Jail. Yes, it's fucking domination kink. If you use Pro Tools, you 100% have a domination kink. You're fucked up in the head, bro. You're fucked up in the head. I don't know why you would want to use Pro Tools, dude. You enjoy being told what to do, bro. You want your balls stepped on. You want to be spit in your face. You are a disgusting animal if you use Pro Tools, bro. I am sorry, bro. And honestly, these are not ranked from like top to bottom, but realistically, Pro Tools users should be at the very bottom. Like, if we were to rank it, Pro Tools would be at the bottom. Domination kinks in general are disgusting, bro. Like, we need to bring back kink shaming. Kink shaming needs to be a thing, and domination kinks are one that should be absolutely shamed. Also, you are probably severely depressed too. I'm not sure, you know, I mean, I'm sure you're probably not as depressed as the Reason users, because you're probably still getting work. You're probably still making good money, unlike the Reason users. But yeah, you're depressed. You're for sure depressed. I don't know how else to say it, man. The only reason you use it is because it's an industry standard and you're in denial on every other aspect about it. I'm sorry to say this, bro. If you see this, Tony, Sorry to say this, man. Sorry to say this. I'm sorry to inform you about your diagnosis, but you're depressed and you have a domination kink. Sorry, man. Sorry. Love you though, but stay away from me. Cubase. I actually forgot to put Cubase on here. Maybe you guys can help me decide what to put for Cubase. Okay, next we have Audacity. Where could Audacity go in here, guys? Where do you think Audacity would go? Honestly, if there was an option, it would go in the trash. It would go in the trash, personally. I used to make jokes before, like, oh, Audacity clears and stuff like that. But if we're being unironic, bro, it would go in the trash, you know? Yes, if you use Audacity, you go straight to fucking jail. You're a sociopath and you need to stay away from the rest of society. I'm sorry to tell you this, man. You're automatically a horrible person if you use Audacity. And I'm not really one to judge people like that. You probably also don't have internet too. You probably also don't have internet, but you also do need internet in order to get Audacity because you can't fucking buy it in a store. But yes, you need to be locked up. You need to be kept away from the rest of society for the better part of humanity, in my opinion. Audacity batch processing is dope. You're going straight to fucking jail, Dash. Bro, you being mean? What? This is not mean at all, dude. Okay, next we have Cakewalk. Can't even recognize Cakewalk on here. Where does Cakewalk go in here, guys? It goes and no one uses it. I've never heard of a single person using Cakewalk. I'm sorry. I'm probably sure there's gonna be 3 people saying they use it. I don't know. To me, you're no one. So where does DAW List go? I mean, I kind of just make room for where it's supposed to go. So it should be kind of obvious, bro. It should be kind of obvious. Where do you think it's going, guys? It's going at the very top of the hipster and rich. That's the only place it could go, bro. Because if you are DAW List and buying a bunch of gear constantly, you have to be fucking rich. You have to be rich. And for some reason, they're even more hip than the fucking Ableton and bitwig people. Why is that the case? I don't fucking know, dude. Also, they do need to shut up. They also do need to shut up, but they're definitely richer and hipper than they are. Honestly, I really want them to shut up. I actually want DAW List people to shut up, but they're going to go in the hipster/rich section. Now, are all DAW List people this way? No. But... well, you know what? Actually, they are all this way. Even I was thinking, does John Make Beats fit this? And I'm like, well, you know, I don't know if he's really like rich because I don't think he's like constant. I mean, he probably is like making some money off music, but and I don't see him buying tons of gear constantly. But he is very hip. I'm sorry. John is very hip. He is very, very hip. You're my buddy, John. Love you, but you're very hip and you're very DAW List. Maybe even be rich, some may say. Oh, Cubase. Did I even put Cubase on here? See, you guys are gonna have to help me with Cubase. Actually, Cubase, I honestly even forgot they existed, man. I don't know where they go on here. Where does Cubase go on here? Cubase people, I would love to shut up. I want Dom Sagalis to shut up whenever I see him. Where is him talking? They also may have a Dom kink. I could see them being a Dom kink person too. Cubase is like between autism and burial. I mean, it was made specifically for burial, so... oh, this is a tough one, bro. Here, spam the chat. Let me know where it should go. Okay, I'm seeing hipster, rich, tism. It could go in between. Shut the fuck up. We'll put it in shut up. What do you guys think? Is that good? Is that a good placement there? Is there anybody we left out? Is anybody feeling like they need to be stereotyped right now? Ardor, the only person I've ever known to use Ardor goes in the please shut up category because they would not shut the fuck up of our Ardor. They kept telling, they were basically an evangelist. They're basically a pastor. Yeah, I'm going to put, the only person I've ever known to use Ardor makes me want to put them in the shut up category because they were basically trying to convince everybody in the fucking Discord to use to use it. Linux people are like Jehovah's Witnesses. Bro, they are, dude. For some reason they are. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I'm just like, bro, I don't want to use Linux. Stop it. Stop. I'm tired of you showing up to my house every fucking day before I wake up and trying to convince me to use Linux. This is some bullshit. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person, man. I don't want to be setting up my computer all fucking day, every fucking day. I just want the thing to goddamn work, which is why I use Mac or PC, okay? I don't have enough time as it is. Where do you guys think GarageBand's going? They're not, bro, if you're using, you're not even, well, you could be a hipster if you're using it, but you're most likely not a hipster. You should also go to jail, but what I think actually, is it's actually no internet, because you don't know what the fuck is going on if you're using GarageBand. And if anything, I think it's above reason in terms of no internet. Because, like, you so don't know what the fuck's going on if you're using GarageBand, bro. Where does bandlab go, guys? Bandlab is Cakewalk now? Oh, so I already have it in the perfect fucking place then. No one fucking uses it. Although technically, that's probably not true. Like, there are people using it, but they are, like, the people that use it should go to jail. The people that use it should go to jail, and they also probably don't have internet because jail does not have internet. Yeah, you're definitely not rich. You're probably not a jock, but you might be stupid. You might be stupid if you're using it. Bro, we're putting it in no one uses it. Although I know people do use it more so than, you know, when people did use Cakewalk. And I know it is somewhat popular, But come on, do you know anybody that uses fucking bandlab? Okay, we're gonna cut it off there, guys. We're not adding any more to it. Premiere is not even a DAW. Premiere is a video editing software. You're talking about Audition, and it's not. I don't think Audition's a DAW. It's an audio editor. Okay, we're cutting off that segment there, guys. The DAW stereotype tier list. It's not from best to worst. It's just about whatever category it fits. No, we're not doing Audition. It's not even a DAW. No, we're not doing all these other ones, guys. This is enough here, okay? I think I've created enough enemies here today, okay? If I disappear, it's probably because of one of these, someone using one of these, all right?